Hey, you guys. So, really quickly, I just wanted to have a conversation about learning to be responsible for yourself. I think that the best way to think about this is to speak about the best way to discuss this is to speak about outside validation. People so often worry about what other people's opinions, how they feel about them, and what they're going to say about them and everything else. And I really think it's important to understand that when you do that, you are essentially making other people responsible for how you show up in this world. And that's not it's not the best way to be emotionally fulfilled with your life and your environment, because then your emotional balance relies on where they are with their energy, relies on whether they are open to you today, relies on whether they're angry with you today, relies on whether they cut you off or blocked you, whatever the case may be. I think it's really important to work on not making other people responsible for you and being responsible for yourself emotionally, mentally. And a lot of times I feel that people, they go into this understanding of, well, this person did this to me and this person did that to me. Okay, they shouldn't have done those things. However, at the end of the day, you still get to choose how you show up in this world. You get to choose. It's your choice. That's the truth of it. You can say, I did this thing because this person did this to me. And that's all fine and dandy. But at the same time, do you really want for the rest of your life, your actions, your movements to be dictated by somebody outside of you? What is that going to lead you to? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, it led a lot of people to jail. Just being real, it's led a lot of people to places that they don't want to be. Maybe not jail, maybe to many other places, the hospital, tragic places, because they chose, because it is a choice, to allow somebody outside of them to dictate where they should move and how they should act. They chose to let other people be responsible for their energy. You must learn to become responsible for your own energy. And it begins with trusting your intuition. It begins with listening to what your intuitive understanding is telling you. And that's hard. And it's scary to listen to yourself. But it's important to learn to do so. I'm not saying you can't have, trusted individuals that you have advising from and things of that nature. I'm not saying that. But at the same time, I feel that it should never be somebody who is telling you you need to do something a specific way. I feel that it's the understanding of allowing room for you to decide what's best for you. Maybe they can give you clarity on how they moved in their environment and it was helpful to them, and give you the understanding that they feel maybe this could be an action, but I don't think it should ever be the understanding that I'm telling you, you better do it this way. This is the best way. And if you don't do it this way, then you're wrong, because it's not. Your journey and your life is yours. It's yours to walk how you choose. And the only true understanding of walking it, the only way you can truly walk it in its most truthful understanding, is when you listen to you. So you can get outside opinions and weigh them. Ask yourself which one feels intuitively best. And I'm not saying this be the understanding of, oh my God, this person, I trust them so much. They're the right energy. Like they said that this is the best way to go about it, or do this, and that's the way. No, weigh what feels intuitively right to you. Because again, just because they felt and moved in success for themselves in that way, that doesn't mean that's what your soul wants for you. You have to learn to move in awareness. And again, like this world that we live in, it's kind of, I'm be real with you. A lot of times I feel like the world that we live in is because everybody been asleep at the wheel. They've been asleep at the wheel. So it's time to move in awareness and not be asleep at the wheel of your life. Not be taking actions that are mostly dictated on energy outside of you. It should be mostly dictated within yourself, mostly understood within you. Yes, you may be able to take what I see it as taking what resonates and leaving what does not. Because what Spirit has said to me is once it's spoken, once it's written, once it's outside of you, it's already not as true as it was when it was within you. So these reflections around you that may be giving you partial truths, listen to the resonance and take only what resonates. Leave that other stuff behind. Understand it as partial. Understand it as your truth. Your truth will mostly still need to resonate within you more than anything else. They can't give you all the answers outside of you. Nobody can. Your truth exists within you. The way out is in. That's the way out. So, again, I say, it's time and it's so important to begin to take responsibility for yourself and not having it be that somebody else is dictating how your energy moves and acts in a situation. It's easier a lot of times. It's easier to pass the buck. It's easier to say they led me wrong. Very easy to do that instead of taking accountability for you. There's a lot of people that feel that way. Trust what feels right for you. And that's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to seem like it's coming together initially. It's not always going to be the understanding that you feel it should be at your current state of mind. But that doesn't mean that there's not something grander and greater being created and prepared for you. Your truth, your inner truth is leading you toward your heaven on earth understanding. And building that may not look like what you think it should look like at first. But you're trusting the master plan. You trust in the soul understanding within you. You trust in your connection to your creator to lead you. Your God, your creator, your spirit, however you want to call it, it's giving you a GPS within you to get to everything that you want. It's giving you all that you truly need within you. So you got to learn to lean into that. And I know it's scary. I know it's scary. Especially when it may sometimes feel like things are not coming together in the time that you want. But the divine plan, your creator's plan, the master plan is on divine timing. And that is the truth. The more that you step up into what you want for yourself, you understand it. You'll be able to, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy to accept, but you'll get there. And the moments when you feel like you ain't there, that's okay too. You'll return quicker each time until you're in a point of being like, this feels like exactly where I should be in the divine understanding and the divine placement of everything. And that is enough. And I wish you a swift journey to that understanding. I wish you Godspeed to that understanding, because that is a great place to be. When you finally rearranged and realigned and separated and dissected and removed all that is not a part of you, that should not be in your understanding, when you've removed the impartial truths and got to just your truth, and you can stand in your truth boldly, confidently, no matter what outside of you tries to bend you to its will, no matter what. It's not easy to get there, but I believe that you can. I believe that we all must work to. And I believe that there is so much better waiting for you as you walk the path to get there. And remember, this ultimately is about creating a better world for you. And if for you, then for everybody else too. You deserve that. I deserve that. We deserve that. So let's get there.